Hi, my sewing lovers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Johanna. If this is your first time clicking in, thank you so much. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Today on the channel, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful bustier top that ties at the back and a palazzo pant, a very wide palazzo pant. So, if it's something you like to learn, please keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it. The first things are the materials that you're going to be needing: your scissors, your chalk, pins, tape measure, your zip, your fabric of choice. You can use any fabric you want, and rulers. So the first thing I did was to fold my fabric in half widthwise, as you can see. Then I would mark I would mark my waistline. Then from the center line I would mark 2.5 inches. So that black line will serve as my center line. So if you do not have that black line in your fabric, make sure you rule it in your fabric, and then you're going to rule the second line. Next, I'll be inserting my horizontal measurement. So I'll be starting from 1.5 inches because the 1.5 inches will be my waistband. So that is why I would place 1.5 inches on the waistline. Then I would mark 8.5 inches for waist to hip. Then my crouch, I would mark 13. To get a perfect crouch, you're going to divide your waist. You're going to divide your hip by 4, then add 3 to get a comfy fit. We don't want a crouch that will be very tight, so you can add 3 or more. So I'll be marking 13, and I'll mark that in the other side of the fabric. So 8.5 and 13. So on the hip line, I would mark my hip divided by 4, then I would add ease because I want this pant to be big. So it's going to be a very wide palazzo, so that's why I'm adding ease. So I have 18 inches on the hip line, and I'm going to also mark 18 inches on the crouch line. Then I would square that. Perfect. So on the waistline, I will just remove 4 inches. So if you do not want like pleat on your waistline, you could mark your exact waistline. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys. My waist divided by 4 is 7.25. Then I added 6 inches for the pleat. Then from the hip line to the crouch line, I would make it straight. Please guys, don't make it curvy, make it straight. Then for the crouch extension, I'll be adding 2 inches for the front. So it depends on your size of your hip. You can add more. If you are bigger than size 40, you can add 3 just to get that comfy fit. So I'll be marking waist to length. The length I'll be using is 45 inches. Then I'll be adding 2 inches for my hem allowance. So don't forget to put your tape measure at 1.5 inches on your waistline. So I'm going to just square that hem line out. Then I would add 2 inches for the hem allowance. Perfect. So now we can see that we have 18 inches. We have 20 inches on the crouch line. So our pants is going to be 20 inches wide on one leg. So I'm shaping that side. I don't want it to be curvy very much. If it's curvy, it's gonna make a weird shape on your pants. So make sure it's straight from the waist to crouch. So I'm just going to connect from the crouch to the hem line straight. Then I would add 0.5 inches on that and I'll connect it straight. Perfect. So right here, I'm just going to cut the M line all the way, cut all the way to the side seams. Can you see that place is straight? From your hip to your crotch, it's straight. Then waist to hip is curvy. Don't forget. Then I'll add seam allowances on the crotch line. That's the center front to the crotch. Yes, please add your seam allowances there. So that is it for our front pants. Very, very, very easy. So we're going to use our front pants to cut our back pants. So all we're going to be doing is just to extend it. Just extend it at the crotch and at the center back. That's just the difference between the front and the back. I'm going to be extending my back crouch line, that is center back, by 1.25 inches, as you can see, and I'll mark. Then I'll extend it also at 2 inches because the back crouch is longer than the front because of the bum, so we need to add more to accommodate the bum. If not, you're going to have like wrinkles on the back. So now I'm going to come out by 3 inches. So if you do not have enough allowance for pleats and stuff, you're going to mark from that 3 inches. You're going to calculate your real waist measurement and you're going to add that. You're not just going to do like the way I did, so you can get your correct waist line and your waist measurement. Please confirm your waist measurement before cutting. So because I already have enough allowance on my waist, that is why I just connected it like with the front. So make sure you have enough allowance. Yeah, so remember I have enough allowance on the front because of the pleat. So I just removed 3 inches from my waist, and for the back I'm not going to have pleats, I'm going to have darts, so it does not really matter. So that is why I don't have to measure again. So guys, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. This pant is very easy, very, very straightforward. I made this pant in few minutes. Like, it's very, very easy. I also add pockets just to make it very, flattering and also very conducive. So now you can see here, now I'm trying to show you guys that I'll be using 1 inch for the center back and also for the side seam, and the amount of inches that will be remaining will be like about 9 inches, and 9 inches is enough for my waist measurement plus that. So I'm going to be using that for the center back, so I'm not going to be having pleats. And for the front, I'll just have like tack pleats. So I'll sew it, then I'll pleat it. Very, very nice, guys, and very easy. So here I'm just going to be making my waistband. My waistband would be my waist measurement plus 3 to 4 inches. It depends on your zipper allowance. So I'm going to make it 4.5 inches long, and the wideness would be your waist circumference plus 3 to 4 inches. So that is what is going to be enough to go around the waist of your pants. So you can just measure 28 to 29 inches, then you can add 3 inches or even 4, then you can cut it out if everything is fine. So guys, this is going to be 4.5 inches long. I remember we removed 1.5 inches while drafting the pants, so it's going to be 1.5 inches folded in 2, then the 0.5 would be for the seam allowance. So guys, let's draft our bustier top. You do not need any pattern for this. I'm going to show you how to draft it on fabric. First of all, you're going to rule that straight line on the top. That will serve as our neckline. My neckline will be 6 inches. So you don't have to start from your shoulder, your bust and everything. You're going to start from your neckline. Then you're going to mark your armhole measurement. Then your bust line, which is 11 inches in my case. So you're going to measure to get your accurate measurement. Then I would mark 13.75 for my under bust measurement. Then the full length of this top would be 18 inches with seam allowance. I later shortened it at the end, but whatever you're comfortable with, you can do it. You can do 20, you can even do it 16, depends on how croppy you want or how comfortable you want your top to be. So just do what you think you're comfortable with. So that's the bust line, the under bust line, and the top length. So the first thing I'll be doing is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement plus 0.5 inches for seam allowance. So it's going to be 4.5 inches. I'll mark it on the bust, and I'll mark it on the under bust, and I'll mark it on the waist. So I'm just going to check if it's 4.5, then I'm going to connect that line. That is our nipple to nipple line. Then I would mark 1 inch on the fold side, and the other side I'll mark 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect like that. Then on the bust line, I'll go on under and I'll mark 0.5 inches. Then I'll use my curved ruler to connect that point to the under bust and the other side from that point to the other side. Can you see that? So now I'm just going to take that nipple to nipple line all the way to the top, and I would contour the neckline by taking 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch on both sides. Then I would mark from the bust line, I'll mark 0.5 inches on the top. So you just go up by 0.5 inches from the bust line, then connect it from the neckline to that point. Can you see now you are having that shape of a cup? Perfect. So now whatever neckline shape you want, you can use. I'm going to be using a sweetheart neckline, not too deep, but just a normal one, not too much cleavage, just a normal one. I'm going to end it about 9 inches. Then you're going to mark your bust divided by 4. Then I'll replace that 2 inches from the neckline. Then you're going to add 1 inch for seam allowance. So now on the under bust, you're going to mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Then you're going to replace that 2 inches for that allowance. Then you're going to add 1 inch for seam allowance. And for your waist divided by 4, you're going to mark it. Then you're going to mark 2 inches for that allowance. Then you're going to add 1 inch. So very easy. You're going to connect that. Perfect. So that is it about drafting the bustier top. This is the front, and the back, we don't have to draft the back because the back is backless. So I just drafted the strap, very easy, that you can just tie at the back. So to draft the strap, you can see what I used to measure it. I used the side seam, then I connected that all the way down. I want my strap to be about 30 to 35 inches long. Then I made a shape that the ends will be a bit tinier than the side seams. So you're gonna see what I did. So coming to the ends of the strap, it's going to be a bit tinier than the side seams. And that is it. I cut 4 of this and I lined it because 2 for one side, 2 from the other side. And guys, that is all about making this beautiful set. In my next tutorial, I'm going to show you on how to sew this beautiful set. It's very easy. You can make this in 2 hours, and if you're a beginner, maybe 5 hours. It's very easy. Guys, if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. I'll be really happy to answer your question. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've gotten to this part, let me know in the comment section. Write Pallazo Pants. Comment Pallazo Pants in the comment section, please. If you got to this point, Pallazo Pants. That will make my heart glad and that will make my day. Thank you guys so much for your support so far. And do have a nice day. Bye bye.